toxic masculinity.
For some of you, it might be sadder than others. I don't know. It's about John Cena. Have you guys heard this? This is ridiculous. John Cena grovels like a bitch to China. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm annoyed by it too. Stop. Hey, don't. Go away. All right, let's see here. Where are we? There we go. Boom, boom. This is so sad, guys. So sad. John Cena apologized to the people of China after mistakenly referring to Taiwan as a country, despite the fact that Taiwan is a country. The professional wrestler and actor accidentally wandered into a very charged political topic in China. Beijingers... Sorry. Let me try that again. The professional wrestler and actor accidentally wandered into a very charged political topic in China. Beijing considers China a self-ruled democratic... You see? You see what I gotta deal with? Shh. No. Not while I'm doing my show. He's so horrible today. What? Why today? Why today of all days? Beijing considers Taiwan a self-ruled democratic island and a province that is part of China. And that's what's key here. They think it's part of China. Therefore, referring to it as its own entity is considered offensive in China and disrespectful for some who may use it as an excuse to question Taiwan's relationship to the country. Why? Why are you doing that? So that's the whole point, right? So Taiwan considers itself to be an autonomous country. It rules itself. It's not connected to China, really. China, though, considers Taiwan to be a self-governing region of China, but like owned by China, like a Chinese territory. And this is a debate that's been going on since like the 1980s or something like that. And most of the world recognized Taiwan as an independent nation, but China doesn't. China's like, no, it's ours. We own it. Now, Taiwan has been controlled by China in the past. It's been controlled by Japan in the past, but now it's considered to be an autonomous country. So, if you're an American, it's natural to say Taiwan is its own country. That makes sense. You would say that. There's nothing offensive about it. That's just the political position of the United States. If you were to say that and Chinese people were to get offended, who cares? I mean, everybody knows what America's position is on Taiwan. But John Cena, and my guess, so I don't know who produces Fast and Furious 9. I should probably look that up. But apparently whoever produces Fast and Furious 9 freaked out. Oh, you can't say Taiwan is its own country. Yeah, you can say that. Just because China has a lot of money and a lot of people, that doesn't mean you can't offend them. You can totally offend them. It's fine. There's a lot of human rights abuses coming out of China. There's a lot of problems with China. They hate us. They're trying to destroy us. They're spying on us constantly. In many ways, you might consider China, I don't know, an enemy of the United States of America. So to sit there and say, "Oh, I can't offend an enemy. I can't offend them. Can't offend this enemy of the United States." What the hell are you thinking? Where are your loyalties? And this is why it's so sad. I like John Cena. I've never had a problem with him. I mean, I'm not like a wrestling fan or anything. I didn't watch him growing up as like a fan of wrestling. But I've seen him in interviews. I've seen him on shows. I've seen him in movies. And I've always liked him. I always thought he was charismatic. I always thought he was a cool guy. Yeah, I've always thought he's all right. This is very disappointing to me. You know, I don't have a particular, like, yeah, I wouldn't call myself a John Cena fan. It's just somebody that you kind of see in the peripheral, somebody who's in the public eye sometimes, and you see him, and you don't think much about him, but you don't think negatively. And now you kind of have to, which I think is very frustrating. Hopefully he can sort this out. Aston, what the hell? Shut up! God, honestly, why? What are you going crazy for? No. It's bizarre, guys. I don't know why tonight he's gone so crazy. All right, let's see here. What's going on? Cena was promoting his role in the upcoming 9th installment of the Fast and Furious franchise on a... Aston! I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know. It's live. I don't know what to do. I should have locked him in the... I can't lock him in the bathroom right now because he's too high for me to grab. I have to go get a chair or something. Let's see here. Cena was promoting his role in the upcoming 9th installment of the Fast and Furious franchise on a Taiwanese broadcaster when he said in Mandarin, Taiwan is the first country that can watch F9, which is what they're calling the Fast and Furious 9 movie, according to the New York Post. So he was in Taiwan. Apparently he speaks Chinese, which is bizarre. Well, Mandarin, which is, I think there's two different... Oh, good, he's coming down. Maybe I can lock him in the bathroom now. What is up? Why are you screaming? No. Okay, well, let's move on here. His comment sparked an immediate backlash in China, which could have meant disaster for the film in one of its principal international markets. In order to address the backlash, Cena took to Chinese social media, the Chinese social media site Weibo, to issue an apology in Mandarin, which he has studied in the past in order to help promote his wrestling career internationally. He then shared the same video on Twitter. You know, maybe that was his mistake, sharing it on Twitter, because if he would just have shared it, on Weibo, maybe nobody in America would even know what he had done. Let's have a look at this.
你好，中国，这是叫西娜。我必须说，现在，在《速度与激情》中，我做很多采访，很多。
I have no idea what he's saying, but I gotta say, is
我有一个错误。
It's pretty impressive how well he speaks Chinese.
如果我可以用中文，速度与激情就人给我很多资讯 information.
I wish we had the subtitles.
所以
I'm pretty sure that what he's saying is, please love me. I am pathetic, weak American, tiny penis, much smaller than Asian people, much smaller. And also, in America, we all marry our cousins because we're so despicable, unlike you, sophisticated Chinese who are so much better than us. You marry your second cousins, he says, which is much better. And much less possibility of having kids with problems. Bye-bye. That's what he said. Hi, China. I'm John Cena. I'm in the middle of Fast and Furious 9 promotions. I'm doing a lot of interviews. I made a mistake in one of my interviews, he said. I made one mistake. I have to say something very, very important now. I love and respect China and Chinese people. I'm very, very sorry about my mistake. I apologize. I'm very sorry. You must understand that I really love, really respect China and Chinese people. My apologies. See ya. He concluded. Despite addressing the situation, many were still unsatisfied with Cena's apology video. Yeah, apparently a bunch of people in China were like, this is BS. He's still a complete dick. We don't like him and all that kind of stuff. Chinese people responding to this video. So the apology didn't do anything. He should have just said, Chinese people, in a previous interview, I foolishly said something that I know that you're going to hate. But you know what? Don't care. Suck it. Probably Chinese people would have respected him more for saying that. But, whatever. All right, so despite the interview gaffe, F9 still performed well in China, where it opened early ahead of its June 25 debut in the U.S. Variety reports the latest installment of the action franchise raked in an impressive $137 million its opening weekend at the Chinese box office. I'll still watch it. I love the Fast and Furious movies. I mean, I used to think of it as a little bit embarrassing that I thought that the Fast and Furious movies were awesome because I think people thought of them as like dumb action movies. Did I ever think of it as embarrassing? No, I didn't. I thought they were dumb action movies before I ever saw them because I didn't watch the Fast and Furious movies for many years. I think probably like 15 years after the first one came out. It's the first time I ever saw one. And I was talking to my buddy about it, and he goes, I was talking about them kind of like they're stupid movies. And he's like, no, they're not that stupid. You should watch one. I was like, all right. So watch the first Fast and Furious movie. thinking this is actually a very good movie. Like, if you're a writer, the story structure and the elements, I mean, it's a fairly simplistic formula. And you might think, oh, these guys are kind of like, just like meathead actors or something like that. But no, the writing's actually very, very solid. The story structure is very solid. The actors are actually great. And there's really nothing bad about that first movie. That first movie is a successful film for a reason. I mean, it is a really well-made film. I don't think people really recognize the quality of it. Now, the problem with like snooty Hollywood folks is that if it's an action film, they just dismiss it. You'll never see an action film like win an Academy Award or anything like that. I think that's a mistake. I think movies like Fast and Furious are just as difficult to make as intellectual dramas or something. And yeah, they make a lot of money and they have a big audience, but they can still be done really, really well. You can have really great action films and you can have crappy action films. I made the mistake of assuming Fast and Furious was a dumb, cheap, crappy action film. I was wrong. That first film is excellent, and actually a lot of the subsequent films are also very, very good. I think I pretty much like all of them. The only one I haven't seen is Tokyo Drift. I've never seen that one. I get because it's like not really related to the other ones. But great series of films, so I will be watching that, and you should too. Don't boycott Fast and Furious because of John Cena's idiotic rant and pathetic, groveling apology to China. And John Cena, I mean, you're a charismatic guy. You got a great career ahead of you, and besides your pathetic, groveling bitch apology to China, I've always seemed to think that you were an all right dude. So sort yourself out, man. Try not to be a little bitch in the future. The end. Moving on to the next story. What do we have here next? Is anybody saying anything that I should take note of? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. Dark Crusher says that my Mandarin translation is phenomenal. Well, thank you. All right, let's see here. Story number 3. Facebook now allows users to say that COVID was man-made. All right, now this isn't really a story so much as... I mean, I'll go ahead and read the story a little bit, but the whole reason I wanted to bring this up was simply to say this. Thank you so much, Facebook. Oh, I feel like we've been blessed in a way by the amazing lords of Facebook. Those magical beings at Facebook that grant us the freedom to say things that are true. Because none of us should really say anything that Facebook says we shouldn't say. So it's really nice. It's really a relief. It is a kind of blessing when Facebook says, they grant us, they sort of anoint us with the glorious ability to say things. I hate Facebook. I hate all these social media a-holes. Like, what the hell? They're now allowing us to say certain things? F off, Facebook. You know what you need to let us say? Anything we flipping want to say. Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.